This is Jay Teaches Reading for All, Lesson 37, where we will read words where the silent E at the end of a short word that has an O in it that's making a short O sound make its long O sound. And we're going to review now the previous two lessons. Lesson 35, we didn't have any true and false to review, but we've got some words with the short E in them, like pet, that have a E at the end, making that short E say its long E sound, Pete. Okay, and students say the rest of these before I do. Met, meet, Eve, Eve, Steve. And teachers, if you would like, or if you think it's needed, have the students read these to you. And once again, you can use the print and say method, help the students by sounding out the word like from left to right, like Steve, and then having the student pronounce the word at normal speed. Okay, go ahead and do that. Press pause. In lesson 36, we got that silent E still at work, changing things. So students say these words before I do. Bit, bite, win, wine, pin, pine, Tim, time, spin, spine, pick, pike, quit, quite, thin, fine. All right. Again, teachers, if you think it would be a good thing for students to read these to you, go right ahead. Maybe only certain words would you have them read. But if so, press pause and help the student as needed. Now we have the true and false from lesson 36. Have the students read these to you, teachers. Help is needed. Press pause. Okay, our new lesson is lesson 37. And the silent E is going to make the O say its long sound. And I think every single O is going to say the octopus sound at first, not the ostrich sound. We don't have any examples of that. So here we go with not. We add an E, note. Mop, we add an E, mope. Rod to road. Hop to hope. Glob to globe. Slop to slope. Stock to stoke. Con to cone. And I probably should cover up these true and false for right now. so they're not a distraction. And teachers, go ahead and have the students read these words to you and follow up with a spelling test. I gave you my suggestions for the test. Once again, you can alter that, but I don't think you should go over 6 words. I think that would be spending too much time, but your choice. Press pause. Now the true and false. The words on this true and false are a little bit smaller than on some, because I'm only using the bottom half of this sheet. And it could be helpful for you to, if you haven't already done so, put the YouTube screen on full screen. Now, most of you are saying, well, Jay, we know that. We know all about that. But if you're a grandparent, like I am, and didn't really take to this technology very quickly, which is me, you may not even know about that. It was like, I don't know, 2 or 3 years before I realized that I could just type YouTube into a search engine and get the YouTube faster than typing www.youtube.com or whatever in the top box there. I had been keeping a list in a little book of all these websites because I thought I had to know the www dot blah 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 to get to these websites. And even after learning that I didn't have to do that, I was very slow learning the technology. And I never really did. As a matter of fact, one of the reasons I retired from teaching was because the technology kind of overwhelmed me. And all I had to do was ask, but I'm a man, men don't ask directions, we're too proud. So we wind up lost for hours or days and then pretend that we were sightseeing as an excuse. Well, we're lying, But anyway, that's more information than you wanted. But hey, it's for free. So anyway, if there are some that don't know this, at the bottom right of the YouTube screen, there's an icon that'll pop up if you put your cursor in that area. And you can click on that and make your screen bigger. Might come in handy at times. All right. You might have already done what I'm going to ask you to do, but I'd like you to have the students read these true and false sentences twice, once silently, and then they give you an answer, true or false, and then read the sentence out loud and give you their final answer, true or false. Help is needed. Press pause. Okay, my answers. Number 1, Steve rode a tame snake. I would say almost every student is going to say false to that one. Even if the snake is tame, they're too small to ride. However, many years ago, I did see a National Geographic that showed little kids that were actually riding on an anaconda. And this must have been a well-fed anaconda. Of course, it was on land. I wouldn't want to mess with one in the water, but they were actually sitting on it and getting a little ride. Don't recommend it. But if a student happens to know that, they might put true. Number 2, Pete licks a hot ice cone. Hot and ice just don't go together. I think this is a false, too silly to be true. Number 3. Trent strokes a mad tan cat. It bites. This could be true. I've been bitten by cats. I didn't try to make them mad, especially, but somehow they just didn't appreciate the petting I was doing. I guess it was because I was petting them like a dog, and they didn't appreciate that. So this could be true. Number 4, Eve's home is quite sick. It ate a frog. This is just way too silly to be true. Okay, that wraps up Lesson 37. Lesson 38, we're going to have silent E at the end of words with a U sound. Short U sound changing to a long U sound. And the long U sound can not only be U, but we're going to find out it can be another sound, which I mentioned earlier, and you may remember or you may have forgotten, but if you've forgotten, you will be reminded in Lesson 38. See you there.